Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Today's matchup features a very good defense. The Titans are the least scored on team in the league, and they'll be up against that Jaguars offense that will need to rise to the occasion.
Thank you very much, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL. The National Football League is here and on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Tennessee Titans. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First down, Titans, gain of 12.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Okay, let's just make this one simple. We know that the running game is not their thing, but they can't just throw it on every single down without expecting some real heat from the pass rush.
They run a draw here on second down. And some space here. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
On a second and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
The play clock's running down. And with the play clock running out, Sean McVay will take a timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. And defensively going with a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd and 4. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down.
It's so important to establish the running game early in a contest because when you do that, that just opens your playbook so big for your offensive coordinator. And to be frank about it, they like calling pass plays better than they like calling running plays. And with the way that they're running it right now, that's going to open things up to do whatever they want through the air as this game goes on.
Now they try the right side here. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down. They'll drop the throw. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of 4. Now third down. 3rd and 15 here after the first and second down plays went in the wrong direction.
All right, here we go.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Flush to his right. Throwing right, and that's complete. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
In motion comes the tight end left. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
They'll look to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
Fresh set of downs here. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They got to feel pretty good about that one.
And the wideout in motion. They'll look to throw here. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he carries this one all the way down to the 9. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, it has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Jaguar football as we begin quarter number 2. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. He'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. He had 3 of those sacks last week en route to being the AFC Defensive Player of the Week 1 right there. How do you block him now?
That's the question you think that they'd be able to answer. After having 3 the week before, you'd make all the necessary adjustments in practice, but he's such an imposing force, he knows how to get to the quarterback anyway.
To throw on 3rd and goal. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
And it appears to me that someone's defensive coordinator is jockeying for a raise. A sack on 2nd and goal, a sack on 3rd and goal. Now brings up a decision on 4th down.
And his kick here is good. And the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. And we were scoreless up until this point in the second quarter. Now we finally have a little action.
Let's see where this action takes us. First quarter, no points at all. Now we've got our first score of the game. Well, does that signal that we're going to get more as we go along? Or will it revert back to what we saw in the beginning of the game?
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And, you know, their previous possession, they were able to move the football, but still wound up punting in the end.
You know, in 2016, Carolina had a 20-play drive that lasted over 10 minutes. And remember how it ended?
In a punt.
Yeah, I mean, how does that happen? You just don't see that happen every day.
This one maybe not quite that bad, but still, you'd like to have a chance for points if you hold the football that long.
Agreed.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And an alley to run. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down.
Well, so much for him being bottled up throughout the day. Finally finds a way to break through and get a really nice gain. The defense had felt great about what they had going. Now they've got to turn their attention to getting it back in that direction. Can they bottle him up again? Because I'd say after that run, confidence is pretty high for him.
Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. And now we'll get a timeout. Looks like we've got a Jaguar in some discomfort down there on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back.
Here we go now. Blue landed. Watch it. Back it up. No. Ball. Watch twist. Gone.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
No. Check. Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets them to 2nd and 4. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Well, when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense. And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts, and still plenty of time remaining here in this 2nd quarter. The Titans on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, though, if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
All right, now look at 56. Leopard.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. Two minutes to play here in the first half. Back to Tennessee after this.
Leopard. Watch it, Leopard. Leopard. All right, here we go. Leopard. Leopard. Here we go now.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I'd say the staff that's up in the booth watching the game, they may want to file that one away. See how fast the free safety closed to make that play? Might want to check into a throw the next time.
Meanwhile, taking a look at what's going on in KC. And the Chiefs have jumped out to an early lead in their ball game. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
A long drive here. Play 12 coming up for the offense.
Back up! Detroit! Detroit! All right, here we go. 3-19! No. Check, Patriot! All right, now look at 56. No. Check, Patriot!
Now they try the right side here. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
And as we've seen throughout this season, it's no picnic trying to score touchdowns against this unit. They're ranked #1 against the run. But it's also difficult because it's not easy to throw the ball against them either.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
They're going to look to throw. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a 1st down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
Around the NFL, we've got a 2nd quarter score. And the Seahawks fans have to be happy. That lead just got bigger. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Out come the Jaguars now as he'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
So they pick up the 1st down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So they will accept the penalty and move forward. They'll run it now out of the gun. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Jags picking up the 1st down there, a gain of 12.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
And he motions the wide receiver.
He'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let this go. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Jaguars.
And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Second down following the run. And they're going to go soft on the corners. Back to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
The Titans on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A little eager there coming in from his outside linebacker position.
You think the hard count got him there?
Yes.
Maybe that extra hut, that extra emphasis on it. Got him to jump, and they picked up 5 yards.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. They'll give to the fullback on the dive. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. He'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. In motion, the tight end. They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. So they go out of the gun, try to delay it on the draw, but nothing there.
Yeah, good play by the defense there. They sniffed it out and made sure there were no gaps for him to run. If you're the offense, though, you have to think to yourself, maybe I could play action down the road.
The wide receiver moving to a new spot. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Flushed out right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in to get some points.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. And his kick is good. Didn't hit it all that well, but he got enough on it to put it through. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. So after the pick, they can't capitalize for 6, but they do get 3.
And I know in this situation, most of us wanted to focus on the offense. You know what side of the ball I played on. Let's give that defense a lot of credit. Taking it over in a sudden change situation and shutting them down.
The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to rifle one deep left. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Titans are able to make this a close game again. And that'll make it 13-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns.
And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
Looking to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And the wideout in motion. They'll set up a throw. Over the middle, it's complete. It goes as a gain of 6, and it's a 1st down.
And that's understanding where the markers are because it's not just running to them. Because on the catch, you can actually be pushed back before the 1st down. It's getting past it and allowing that opportunity to drift back towards the 1st down line and still having picked it up. Really well run.
On the NFL scoreboard, 3rd quarter now in Lambeau. You saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. The Jaguars on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Back to throw here. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll bring up 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll set up to throw. They'll roll him out right. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
Sometimes we wonder about play calls, but this one made perfect sense to me. He's got the only touchdown that they've scored in this game. Tried to get it to him again on another deep ball.
Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. And this one is right down the middle. And that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10. All right, so this one's now back within a field goal. And if anybody tells you they see how this one's going to end, I'd have to say they're probably lying, Charles.
And this game's had more twists and turns than a good mystery novel. And I have a feeling we've got a few more twists and turns in store for us before they shake hands here.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. So they're leading. They have possession of the football, and certainly this is where they just want to milk the clock. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. And a quick throw here. That's complete. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on third down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. They'll run it now out of the gun. They find some open field here. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall right near midfield. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. They have gone to the fourth quarter, by the way, in that game in Cleveland. The Browns, they have scored again to add on to their lead. If they hang on, that would up their win total to 5 on the season so far. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Go! Detroit! Detroit! Leopard! Watch it now, Marty! Detroit! No. Check. Patriots! No. Green, Patriots! Watch it now, Marty! Over! Let's go!
And he motions the wide receiver. They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Check nickel. Check three.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
Let's go! Green, 30.
Now Doug Marrone, with a play clock almost out, says let's take a timeout. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Let's see what they go to here on 3rd down and 6. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on 1st down.
Let's go! 3:19!
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. That's going to set him back 5 yards. They'll go ahead and take the knee here.